Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in today for the Black Girl Everything 100 episode. I am so excited to have made it to this point where we have recorded 100 mini expos. And a mini expo, for a lot of you don't know, is I don't think mini expo, I think something I actually really made up, is really an opportunity for me to interview and speak to Black women-owned businesses and promote what they're out here really doing that's so creative and great. It's been a pleasure to have hosted all of these different things throughout the day. So today is I have a very special treat for you as we have the 100th anniversary show. We will be highlighting so many great parts about what we did here for Black Girl Everything. So a little bit about Black Girl Everything, just for those who might be tuning in for the first time. Black Girl Everything was established, honestly, one drive from a directors meeting, and I realized that I wanted to do something different. It started off with hosting an event, and then boom, COVID came and life had to change. And then I started these things called mini expos, where I still wanted the people supposed to be in the event. I still wanted to expose them. I still wanted to talk about what they did and all the greatness that they had to offer. So I started doing these interviews, right? Great. So I started doing some of them in person, social distancing, outside, really far away. Then Zoom kicked in, and I was just like, yo, I can do these from anywhere. And I started doing videos all the time with people. So now it's been great. I started this challenge because I had, of course, trying to get my YouTube views up. I was like, okay, great. So let me sit here and encourage people to share their videos. And some people really took it and ran with it, where they've had well over 500 views on their video. And that was really great. So we're going to talk about the top 10 today, as well as some of the highlights of Black Girl Everything over the last, what is it now, as we're January 1st, 2022. Legally been around for 18 months now. So very excited about that. Look forward to what 2022 is going to bring. Tonight, we're going to highlight some great people, some great things, some great sponsors, and talk about everything that's been amazing with Black Girl Everything. Thank you all, and I hope you all enjoy.
The three S's, mind, body, and spirit.
Really?
Yes, it does.
That's an interesting note.
That's where it came from.
Okay.
And all about me, I am the third child.
Okay.
Of some really hardworking parents. And I was born in the Bronx, and really, really reared really closely in the militant type household. I was in the military, and I also went to private school. So a lot of my foundation work was always like something that was like
very structured.
Very structured, exactly. And then I moved around a little bit. I used to live in Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Bragg, military bases. And now I reside in Mount Vernon, New York, and embarking on another move.
Yeah, so you're going south now.
Yes, to open up a second office.
A second office. That's really fancy, though.
It is. Well, it's not everything you think it is. Opening my second office is another virtual office, but
Gotcha.
we'll be able to service our DMV clients in a sense. So more about me is that I'm a mother of two, and I absolutely love just helping other people. I absolutely have an innate ability to pick and see what works for someone's brand, for someone's life, other than mine. And then also just be there, like having a listening ear to hear.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
up for Janine. All right, Janine is one of my favorite vendors that I've met a long time ago
Yes.
with her amazing products. So Janine, tell everybody a little about yourself.
So I'm a female entrepreneur, Black owned, of course, specializing in candles and home fragrances. We just actually added to our collection room sprays and diffusers. We started out with just candles. And all of our products are infused with essential oils and fragrances. All the fragrances we use are animal and cruelty free. And so that's it.
Cool. So that's
who we are.
A basic overview of your business. So where are you actually from, though?
I'm actually from the Bronx.
The Bronx in the house!
But I reside in Westchester County now. I've been here now for 20 plus years, because I'm going by Caitlin's age. She was the only one born here in
Westchester County?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Westchester. I'm actually from Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Yeah, but I lived in the Bronx for a while.
Okay.
So I be claiming the Bronx too.
Yes. I claim the Bronx, she claims Ohio. She refuses.
Oh my God, you claim Yonkers? Oh. We're from Mount Vernon, we're not from people.
Even as songwriters, to come up with lyrics and words that make you feel something is such a talent.
Yes.
And to get it and to be able to have it match music, it makes so much sense to me. I think you guys are so cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's a real talent, because some people can't even talk in like English, like conversation.
And you know, a lot of music today with a lot of artists, you know, believe it or not, most of them, half of the music industry don't even write their own music. They have writers come in and create, you know, listen to their story, what they want to write about, and then that writer will go and create a song for them. So a lot of artists don't even write their music. They just bless with the voice or, you know, the stage presence, the things that they're looking for. And a lot of people are given opportunities. Unfortunately, like songwriters like myself can be given opportunities as well, whether or not I'm on or not. I can still create and write songs for artists that's coming up, you know.
All right, listen, first of all, you got to get it however you can. Multiple streams of income.
That's right.
I tell everybody, put yourself in anything and everything. It's like, why stop? Like, okay, I do this. Okay, so why don't you do that too? And then do that. And then do it all. Because there's no limits to our expectations. We only put them on ourselves.
I agree, you know, but just me as an artist too, just getting inside different doors and networking with other people, other figures, influencers. I had people tell me that I should stick to one thing. And I slowly disagreed to it. You know, I had people saying, well, why are you acting? And why are you doing music? How are you able to do both? I said, because I'm able to do both. I'm balancing, you know, I should be able to do both. But they try to tell me that, you know, you're taking away shine or you're taking away more shine. So if you focus on your acting, you're taking away the shine from your music. If you're doing your music, you're taking away the shine from your acting. So I was confused for a long period of time, because I had people telling me that, but I had to take the matters into my own hand and just do the things that I love, you know. The opportunity gonna knock, you know?
Live through your passion.
That's it.
Right. And if everything's your passion, everything's just your passion. You're just gonna have to figure out exactly the same word you said, with balance, on how to put time into all those different things. People look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, well, you have this business, you're starting a nonprofit, and you do this and you do that. Yes.
My wife is
I'm going to do it all well.
Yes, she do the same thing to me. Yes. I just can't stay still. You know, if an idea is there, if, you know, I think if this is the time, I feel like God put things in our faces and our way for a reason. And if we don't balk, I think we're gonna get bite.
Oh,
you know?
I feel you. Definitely 1000% feel you on that one. Look at you dropping gems, more than I expected.
Look at you. Thank you.
Definitely. So do you want to share some work with people today?
Well, I do have new music dropping.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I have a new song called Gingerbread. You know, it's a little on the hip hop side. Something for the ladies, you know. It's a little explicit, you know, because that's the thing about artists. We can create all types of music. So I can be explicit, I can be non-explicit, you know. I make things for the kids, I make things for the adults. So I'm going into the New Year's with a song for the adults. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's called Gingerbread, you know. So it's a really dope song, and I can play it for you if you want, or you want to wait till January 1st.
Well, this is not airing until the 1st, so you can play it right now.
It's not airing
on your release date at 7 p.m. That's when I'm airing this whole video.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, we can definitely do that. If you like, I can definitely play it.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just pull it up for you, okay?
Wonderful, darling.
I'm grateful for this. Thank you for having me on here too.
No, I'm grateful for you coming on, sharing some of your time with me.
Of course, of course. Well, here it goes. Hope you like. Can you hear it? Okay, start.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm on Gingerbread, man, catch me if you can. I'm on Gingerbread, man, I told them, catch me if you can. I'm a Gingerbread man, told them catch me if you can. Beat the push for no hands, watch me walk through my dance. Gingerbread, man, I'm a Gingerbread, man, in case you ain't know the facts. I'm trying to be with Seth. She trying to be on my lap. Feel a bolt on my strap. No one her friends in the back. She look with me now and breaking her back. You let me hit this a rap. Said it's explicit. Come from a different clothes. Where we be fucking, we don't need no clothes. I make a bite of straws. Cause she be screaming, that's word of my mother. You send me.
Hello, my name is Sheena Palmer. I am the owner of SQ Productions, LLC Public Relations Agency, where we help individuals realize their dreams in their business endeavors through placement on press releases, as well as placement on TV, placement in magazines, and also just curating their campaigns for the entire year that'll help them integrate into the industries that they hope to just be the superstars of. We work within the sports, education, nonprofit, fashion, and beauty sectors, where we work closely with the client in order to actualize their voice in their industry. You want your market share value to increase in the times and the work that you put into your company. Why not hire a publicist that can make sure that you are recognized for exactly who you are? SQ Productions, we can help you with that at reasonable prices. Take a look at us at www.sqproductionsinc.com. Thank you.
Has been met in the need of helping Black women become whole, okay? And the vision aligns perfectly with Black Girl Everything. So Gloria Pope, thank you so much for having me as a guest speaker today. And thank you for you all who are actually listening in and have the time. So as Black girls and Black women, how many times do we get off track from what it is that we have to do because we're busy helping other people? Been there, done that, and I know you have to. And I'm here to share with you how to make sure that you're maintaining the promise to yourself via mind, body, and soul. And that's what Afrocardio actually does. You take the time for you, okay? You take the time for you, and there are a few
with me, and the night of the show is probably like 2 left. They wanted to do their own thing, or people think they can do what you do and can't, and so they'll leave you, or they're just, there for their own personal gain, and not really there to help or assist, but just to kind of glean and see what you're doing sometimes. But at the end of the day, the people who are supposed to be with you will be there, and they will remain, and they'll be your forerunners after a while. So I just encourage people to stick in there. And sometimes you look up and it'll just be you doing the work, so.
Yeah, no, I totally dig it. I totally dig it. So what else do you have coming up? You're writing any new books currently?
Yes, I am writing. I started it in the play Game Changer. I am giving the backstory to the characters. Game Changer was my first stage play that I wrote, and it was about relationships. And it was 2 people that can come together. They hurt and they can heal. And then Drew Do You Right, I give my character's name. So Drew Do You Right was the game. And he tells all of the games that men play. And he ended up marrying Shonda Shop-a-Lot, who loves to shop, but she wasn't looking for anything. And she ended up with him, and he ended up giving her HIV. So
wow.
He ended up giving her HIV. Then he had several different Lisas. The last show was funny. We had like about 5 or 6 Lisas coming out of the audience because he was getting ready to get married to Shonda Shop-a-Lot, and all of these Lisas come out. We're like, is Lisa out there? Is Lisa out there? And all these different women come up. But it was just exposing all of the games and relationships, men play them, women play them, and all of that. But I want to give the backstory to why Drew was the way that he turned out to be. His father was a pimp. Okay. And so I just want to kind of like break down all of those different characters. And I had started doing it, and then I put it down because I had started going back and forth to New York. Most of my fan base is in New York. I'm from New York. And so I have shows, speaking engagements.
How to do it. Usually if I learn a hairstyle, I can finesse it, and I can usually kind of cover myself. And I was always getting compliments everywhere I went, whether it be the grocery store, the bank, anywhere. I was always getting compliments. And someone would ask me, oh, who did it? And I would like think of a lie because I didn't want the responsibility of doing someone else's hair. Like my hair's fine, my child, I was working, I was good.
Okay.
I started doing friends' hair, and then from there it kind of took off.
Oh, okay, perfect. So is this what you do full time?
Currently, yes.
Oh, wow.
Locking. Yeah, locks and different crochet, natural hairstyles. Yes, it's become a full-time gig for me.
That's kind of dope. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it is. It just kind of, I don't know. I do know. It was time. And so there you go. I stepped out, I branched out, and I said, okay, I'll do it.
Today, because I'm gonna ask you, because I think you're very special. Are you going to share some work with us today?
Sure.
I want you to share something. I'm feeling the energy. I want you to share with me today. Go.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so
totally putting you on the spot.
Oh my goodness. This piece is kind of, I guess, become like a favorite that people have asked me to do since I just wrote it like a year or so ago, but it finally got put in print. And it's called She Breathed. And it's almost, to me, it feels like an homage to Nikki Giovanni's piece, and you'll feel it when you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
She was the beginning, forming the heavens and the earth with nurturing hands, rocking it like a baby with lullaby, calling it from void to form. As night covered the deep places of the baby's dimples and her movement swept over the waters, she was the beginning. Then she inhaled and exhaled, and breath became word, word became light, light separated from darkness, word became water, water separated from waters, word became earth and seas, vegetation, seeds and trees, Word became ruling lights of the day and night. Living creatures on land and sea called to multiply. She was the beginning. She was Word, Word with God, and was God. In the beginning with God, she breathed, acknowledging the good of her creation, speaking blessing of fruitfulness and multiplication. Evening and morning become days. She breathed, and it was good. She inhaled and released breath and word together, making decision for creation of humankind in her image and likeness to rule and have dominion over the creatures of the air, sea, and land. Yes, humankind, she shaped from the clay of the earth in her own hands, and with her breath, humankind became a living soul. She was the beginning. All things exist because of her. Without her would nothing have come into being. In her was earth, fire, water, wind, life. Her life was the light of all. Her light shone from the darkness in the beginning. Never did the darkness overcome her light. Because she breathed, I am. Capacity that will not be crushed, destiny that will not be denied, poised in my priesthood, being perfected in my purpose, prophetic voice beyond value to speak life and breath into my sisters, to inhale, exhale, rise and breathe.
I love that so much.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate.
California, well, raised in California, not born in Kentucky, raised in California and Indiana. So I totally love the water. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow. So Indiana and Kentucky, I've never been to neither state.
I'm gonna tell you, you're not missing out on a lot, but we're gonna make it.
Yeah, like I've been up and down the East Coast, I've been up and down the West Coast, but some of those middle states, I'm like, yeah.
And they do say it's more than corn in Indiana. So I see a lot of my friends in Indiana, they're opening up businesses. I referred you to my cousin. So there's a lot of good things going on right now in Indiana.
Oh, I'll make a ride out there. I don't mind, sometimes trying something new.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lady, Chef Oya. She's been on the Food Network. I think she's been on ABC. She does seafood platters. Beautiful lady, beautiful spirit.
I'm gonna have to meet her. I love my food too. Food is a big thing for me.
if I learn a hairstyle, I can finesse it and I can usually kind of cover myself. And I was always getting compliments everywhere I went, whether it be the grocery store, the bank, anywhere. I was always getting compliments. And someone would ask me, oh, who did it? And I would like think of a lie because I didn't want the responsibility of doing someone else's hair. Like my hair's fine, my child, I was working, I was good.
Okay.
I started doing friends' hair, and then from there, it kind of took off.
Oh, okay, perfect. So is this what you do full time?
Currently, yes.
Oh, wow.
Locking. Yeah, locks and different crochet, natural hairstyles. Yes, it's become a full-time gig for me.
That's kind of dope. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it is. It just kind of, I don't know. I do know. It was time. And so there you go. I stepped out, I branched out, and I said, okay, I'll do it.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Gloria Pope here at Black Girl Everything, and I have the amazing company, Second Saturday Catering. See, I got it right the first time. I be messing people's stuff up all the time, their names. So I have the beautiful Tiffany, and I'm not sorry, but Mom, what's your name?
It's Mom, but my given name is Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
How are you?
Call you Mom. It just sounds better for me. Okay, perfect. All right, so guys, tell me all about Second Saturday.
Okay, so we started Second Saturday Catering in 2018. I used to make sangria for people for Christmas. I used to just go to the store and buy a bunch of things and make stuff, and that was my gifting to everyone throughout the year. So it's like cases of them that just went out, and it was nice. And someone's like, "You sell those, right?" And I'm like, "No, like, why would I? This is just me gifting and me wanting to share for the holidays." And then more and more people kept asking, like, "Hey, how can I get some?" Or I had some and it was really good. So how do we make this happen again? So for the holiday season, I was like, let's just see how this goes. So I went to the store and, made like 3 batches, and I was like, we're open. We tried it. Let's see what happens. We were sold out in 2 days.
Yeah. She came over to my house and gave us like 6 bottles of, take it to work.
Wow. And I was taking very good care of my patients and everything. They all love me. And then one day I walked in to help one of them, and I was told, "Hey," they call me Lucy. It says, "Lucy, that cough don't sound no better since you've been here." I was getting a little bit of that bronchitis. And a lot of that is going on now, bronchitis. Your lungs get all stuffy with mucus and everything. So I was told, go take care of yourself. You can't take care of me if you don't take care of you. So I had to go take care of me. And ever since then, I kind of retired from that aspect of healing to this aspect of healing. So now I'm healing myself more and more every day. And my family, when they need some remedies or something like that, they always call me on the phone, ask what to use, and I give them the information. Yeah. And now that I'm doing my business, they support me. They don't come try to get stuff for free, and that's what you want. You want more support,
because a business, you got to make money. You put a lot in, so you got to get that back. And you got to try to make your costs low so you can make some kind of profit off of something.
Eventually, right?
That's the money part. But
yeah,
as far as living healthy and wealthy, you just got to look and know inside of your body.
Yeah, I'm available, Lord. Use me.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, Gloria, this is really very, very special that you're doing this. Trust me, it's going to go further than you ever thought.
It already has. I've already surpassed my minimal thoughts I had of this.
You see?
Wow.
Because it came through you.
Yeah.
It did. Came through me. Leaving one director's meeting, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not sure I want to do this forever. This is what I want to do now. And I just ran with it. Ran. And it's evolved into one of the most amazing experiences of my whole life.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
And we just want to thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We just want to thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
We are honored. We are honored and humbled to be able to be surrounded. You know, when we have an opportunity as African people to be at people who are at the same vibration that you're on, then we fly.
Yeah.
We fly. And that's why we enjoy our children so much, because our children are willing. You know, they're not bogged down and they haven't given in to the lies that society tells them. They know they're limitless. If you just remind them that they're limitless, they respect it and they take it on fully. And they take, you know, so we just have to tell them and tell ourselves and give ourselves permission to fly. Because our spirits are not our spirits fly. And then when we get in our bodies, we get grounded so we can see and interact with each other.
That's all.
That's so spirit can see one another. We stay in the body. But we elevate from that. You know, we let our crown chakra open up. And so when we do that, we emit this you know, sense that melanated people have, that lets you know, when a safe place is safe, and when a place is not. You know, you walk in a room and you go, I'm staying here. You know what I mean? That is the creator in us. That's the divine in us. That's the melanin in us that connects us to our creator, that allows us to say, oh, wait a minute. The divine in me is speaking now.
That's right.
This is not safe. This is safe.
Right.
This is positive. Let me go in this direction. That's why I'm so grateful that we have.
Then during this quarantine, went into everything else. Complete creative mode. From bangles, rolling trays, keychains, you name it, I was doing it.
Yeah, you know what I always like when I look at your stuff on Instagram? Because what's your Instagram? Everybody wants to take a look at your page.
Bling Jules underscore. So it's BLINGJEWELS underscore. Bling Jules.
Very good. And I noticed when I look at your pictures, your presentation, your stuff just looks so good. It's so endorsed. So
thank you.
So how long you say you started? How long ago again?
2018.
2018. Now we're in 2020. How far is your business going so far?
Business is going great.
This is going great.
Business is going great. It actually went fast, great. It went great in a short period of time.
Got it.
Where I wasn't expecting it. Because it was just I was selling pieces here and there in 2018, and then when March came, it
just blew off from there.
Yes, blew off from there.
Okay, so March of 2020, so we had a hike in business.
Exactly.
Do you think the COVID helped with that?
It absolutely did.
Because we were just at home.
Exactly. Online. It's like, okay, they ain't got nowhere to go, but they want to be cute. I ain't mad.
I feel you. I feel you. So what if you had to say one of your favorite products, what's the favorite thing you like to create?
My favorite is actually the comfort piece.
Okay, and why?
It's very therapeutic. People don't understand like behind this because it's creativeness. It's not just okay, I'm just gonna put these together. No, it's just like sitting there with
Yes,
stash over
your
there.
factory going on.
Yes. And sitting there just putting the piece in front of me and just losing all track of outside world and just create.
Okay,
So
cool.
the creative braces is the best.
So what is this right here? Is this what I think it is?
Yes, those are roach clips.
Ooh.
Those are
Very,
nice
very
roach
pretty
clips.
though. This is so pretty. For all my friends who like to indulge out there, do it real sexy like.
Exactly, real sexy like.
This is
Real
like
classy
great.
and sexy.
Wonderful. So what else you have?
I have here for also the wine drinkers.
Is that really what that's for?
Yes. So it's a wine stopper and a bottle opener.
Here. So tell me, what made you start this business?
Well, when I was pregnant with my second son, I wanted banana pudding so bad, so I had some. And I had some from a friend of mine that left that taste that was so good. So after being pregnant with my fifth child, I was home on maternity leave and just wanted to know how different flavors tasted. So I just experimented while the baby was sleeping most of the time.
Really?
So after that, we came out with 7 more flavors after that. And we have here the original flavor, which is the vanilla flavor, Oreo, tropical, birthday cake. This is a combo, caramel and strawberry. We have peanut butter, strawberry again, and Oreo.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes.
So how many different flavors do you actually have?
8 altogether.
You have 8 flavors?
Yes.
I don't think I've heard of anybody who really had an enormous amount of different flavors of banana pudding.
Yes.
No, I've always seen this, and I see yourself on Instagram, this Oreo one. I like Oreos just in general. Like this whole look is like really delicious and everything else. So how do we usually find you?
So I am located in our family restaurant. It is BK Soul Food. We're at 1131B Yonkers Avenue in Yonkers, New York. We're here Monday through Sunday from 11 to 7, and Sundays we close at 6:30. And we have great soul food if you ever want to try us out as well. It's a family-owned restaurant. This right here is a family-owned business because my kids know how to make it as well. So we all have to like give our children something to pass down.
So your children, so is this a special recipe that only you and your children have?
Yes, only our children. Only my kids know. 3 out of 5 know. The other 2 are too young.
They're just too young. So what is your goals with this? Where are you trying to go with it?
I do want to have a little like bake shop, like bakery shop in a few years. My son that's 13 years old, he bakes.
Okay.
So I want to go in business with him. My products will be like all banana based, like banana bread, banana muffins, banana whatever. And he loves to bake all kind of cakes as well.
Okay, perfect. So why bananas?
I just love them.
You just love bananas?
Yeah, I do.
So did you grow up on them when you were younger? That
Yes,
was the
a
point?
lot of bananas.
You had
Bananas
a
and
lot of
Cheerios,
bananas and Cheerios?
Yeah.
See, my daughter, she's a banana and Cheerio person in the morning too. Like
Yes.
she loves bananas. Good evening, everybody. Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything. I'm excited that everybody's tuned in to the 100th episode. We were celebrating today the 100 episodes that we have recorded for our mini expos with all these great Black women-owned businesses. I hope you've enjoyed the show thus far, or the presentation, however you want to perceive it. But I'm definitely excited to be able to hear in the 18 months of Black Girl Everything to celebrate this organization and what we have accomplished. One of my major accomplishments for this year in 2020 and going into now actually 2021, because I've been working on this piece for a while now, is my upcoming book. I'm excited that we're at the final stages where we'll be releasing the book in this early spring. So today I've decided to actually read the beginning of the book, and just so you guys can have an idea of what to expect and to get ready to make your purchases, because this book is so real because it reaches into real lives. So tune in as I read the preface of the book. Thank you. I was asked the question, what is this book about? Having a baby is a blessing that may not come easy to everyone. In life, sometimes the things we wish for are the hardest to obtain. This book will explore what infertility looks like in the lives of real people. It is a collective of stories of people of color and their experiences with IVF. The reader, you, is taken through the journey. The journey will explore their lives and their struggles to create the greatest gift of all, a child. For many people, there are these perceived notions of what IVF is. From my experience, I did not understand what IVF was. However, I gained much insight into the process, including the rewards and the heartache. I decided to write this book, Hero, Memoirs of Infertility, with these emotions. Hero is not a collection of stories focused on who cannot physically have children, but from the perspective of the partner and their experience. I wanted to be heard, and I wanted others to listen to what the partner was experiencing. There are different ways individuals are deemed infertile and choose IVF as an option. These options can come with some detrimental results. Relationships are lost with IVF, and people get divorced. Some people are still together, yet emotionally alone. You never know who will make it. The stresses of the process include financial, emotional, physical, and grief. 1 in 4 women experience miscarriage regularly. A woman going through IVF treatments can experience multiple miscarriages consistently. You are in a position where you want the most incredible thing, and it keeps slipping through your hands. As you read these stories, you may question your perception of and own thoughts on infertility. Here are some plain facts. Women of color are more likely to suffer from infertility, and the statistics show explicitly 50% more proneness. What that means is the all-time stigma, Black women are super fertile, unfortunately is nothing but a myth. A rumor in society and a reason not to see that Black women of color, need help. Through these stories, we will see multiple people's journeys and take a look at struggle and triumph. First, let's explore how I got here in the first place. I was the firstborn of many. At first, I only had my sister, and for 8 years of my life, it was just us. Life was rough. We had aunts and uncles who were there for us. Of course, my parents were there as well. But then again, this was the 80s. Whose parents could completely be there? Our community was plagued with drugs and violence. My family experienced its fair share. Then in 1988, the siblings came and did not stop coming until I left for college. Once I got to college, I was happy with my space away from my many siblings. As a child, you do not know how to appreciate having a team, and it feels more like a burden. It was a relief at this time in my life. I felt a force at home to care for them all. Then there is this energy that exists when you are the firstborn. There is this pressure to be a leader. And with my family being so large, Being the leader meant carrying a heavy load behind me. I was happy to be away and have space to be the person I wanted to be. And that person was a girl who wanted to be with girls. I could freely express my sexuality by my freshman year. I found who made my heart beat. By my junior year in college, I had my apartment and my first wife. She came into my life as I thought I wanted, including a baby girl. We moved fast and began to live in this world as a family. Young and naive, of course. There were concerns, but I had a family. At this time is when I realized I wanted to have several children. A decade later, we had 3 children who all came so quickly, including my son, who I conceived and gave birth to naturally. After 12 years of this relationship, we had to part. The issues were too significant to stay together, and we had to go our separate ways. The separation, like many, was not the easiest, but necessary. I left this marriage with my son by my side and his sisters in limbo, but I was happy to be free. Shortly after leaving, I was ready to get to know people. I was content being a mom of 3 and making progress in my professional career, but also wanted to grow in other directions personally. Life was changing, and I was excited to see where it was going. Then it happened. I met her again. Not necessarily for the first time, but for the first time in this lifetime. We reconnected at a party, and we opened our destiny at that moment. Fast forward a few years, and we have our first date, which is now the first of many. So thank you all for tuning in. Please look forward to more details about Hero and its release date. Again, Hero, Memoirs of Infertility. It will make you cry. It will make you be angry. It will make you happy. It will cause confusion. And that's what you call for a great story. So I look forward to everybody reading it and critiquing the book and really just sharing the message about what I really want to get out there about Black women and infertility. Because, I guess everything that I do is a lesson. I just can't help being an educator with everything that I do. So very excited about this book, to release my story and my piece on what infertility is, and honestly just other aspects of who I am as an individual. It's a great opportunity to get to know Dr. Glow a little bit better as you read through this book. I want to take this moment to say thank you to my editor again, Vanessa Moore. I shout her all the time. You guys, I work with her. She's one of my favorite business partners. We do everything together. We on our national tours together, and I just really love her. And I'm just very excited that she has coached me through the process to make this book and this vision come to life and actually into print. So I'm very excited about that. So thank you all for tuning in today. Please share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. As we go into the next year, I will be adding new content to the channel, including interviews with women who've experienced infertility and really digging into the stories behind some of the ideas that were expressed in the book. So look forward to that. And thank you all, and have a good night.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Gloria Pope here with Black Girl Everything, and I have the amazing Victoria. Hi, Victoria.
Hello, Dr. Pope. How are you?
Marvelous today on this lovely Tuesday. Here.
Yes.
So, Victoria, what is the name of your business?
It's spelled V-A-N-G-E-L, so I pronounce it Vangle Shoe. So okay. Vangle Shoe.
So where do you get the name from?
Great, interesting story. So my first name is Victoria, I'm the CEO, and I used to have a thing for angels. I still do, but I used to collect angels at some point. And so I had a tag that I named V Angel. And so people started calling me V Angel as a nickname. And then, so when I was gonna start the company, I was like, what better name to do? So I just combined V and Angel and called it Vangle.
Well, I think it's kind of cool. Because I was reading, I was like, Vangle. I was like, I didn't know what that was. I thought maybe it was a last name or something like that. So V Angel.
V Angel, yes, into Vangle.
Very, very nice. Very good. So how long has the business been in existence?
So I've started this, I had the company for about 5+ years. So I started a little while ago. Picked up slowly as far as, my speed, because I had a lot of stuff going on. But in general, yes, it's been around for about 5+ years.
Okay, so what do you offer?
Our company is, so a little backstory about how Vanguard came about. So growing up, I had a thing about fashion, especially shoes. I love shoes. And my feet was growing exponentially. So my friends and my family will always tease me like, your feet is so big, and they'll compare it to, like, I don't know if you know plantains, the big banana. So they would say, big, you're gonna have big feet like plantains. And of course, all in love, it was fun. But so yeah, really my feet was growing bigger, and it was like my friends and my family would be like, yeah, you need a shoemaker to make your shoe size when you get bigger. So anyways, long story short, when I did get older, I got into the 10 and the 11 and then the 12, and then now 12, 13, somewhere in there. And so, it was always hard to find my shoe size. So I'd go to the store and I'm like, you don't see your size, you see it in an 8, maybe a 9, and you're like, where's my size, or you find your size and then it's like, that's not the same shoe I saw on the smaller side, it doesn't look as nice. So I just felt like it was a big need for people like for me and people like me to have a platform where I could provide shoes for ladies who wear size 10 to 13 shoes, to be able to have a platform to find stylish, cute, and comfortable shoes, and also very quality shoes, because that was very important for me as well.